And welcome back. So we ended our last episode by unlocking the Rogue's Castle, which includes the Chaos Elemental. Now the footage that you're currently watching is on 10 times speed. If you didn't know, there is a safe spot that I'm utilizing here, basically by standing on the one tile outside of the aggro range of Chaos Elemental. It will stand completely still and just let you hit it. So this is a way that you can safe spot the Chaos Elemental. It does require some luring. To lure the Chaos Elemental, you'll want to aggro it, and then run all the way south to the Wilderness Wall, and then run west until you get to this tile indicator, this line going up right here. It is 5 tiles to the east of the fence of the Wilderness Resource Area. Then you want to run all the way up until you get to about the top of the Wilderness Resource Area to drag the Chaos Elemental up that little line, and then if you just take one step to the left, it will aggro, or stop aggroing, I should say. The Chaos Elemental will stop aggroing on you, and you can freely bonk it. Clearly, we are not strong enough to actually realistically do the Chaos Elemental. That said, you'll notice that our KC is now 2, so that is how that's how we have been doing the Chaos Elemental previously. So let's hold off on that for now. We are also pickpocketing these Watchtower men. They give us bread, but I don't think that the XP per hour and also the loot is better than just doing Knights of Ardi, which feels weird to like unlock a new thing and then it's like actually it's just worse to do that new thing. That's RuneScape though, you know. So I switched off of Watchmen because again, it's really bad. I switched over to doing Master Farmers. This is a better use of our time. We do need all these seeds for farming, even though we're not doing any specific farming grinds, it's still just useful. That is, of course, the funny number, 69 thieving. Once we get to 70, we can pickpocket paladins, which is what I am trying to get this chunk. Essentially, I'm just kind of delaying because I don't want to do Chaos Elemental. Let's talk to Shanks here, or Stankers, I should say. Stankers, if you didn't know, will sell you a Poison Chalice, and that Poison Chalice has a small chance. Well, actually, it doesn't have a small chance. It is almost guaranteed to change your stats in some way whenever you drink it. But it can actually buff certain stats. So in this case, it can buff thieving by 1 level. So if we collect enough of these poison chalices, we could drink one, get lucky, roll to 70 thieving, and then go pickpocket a paladin. All right, here we go. I drank it, got lucky. Let's pickpocket that paladin. That is a little task in my head complete. So there we go, chaos runes from these, and the coin is pretty good, but you know, again, it's still more efficient just to pickpocket Knights of Ardi. Okay, that is all the tasks that I had kind of laid out for myself in this section. So pickpocketing a paladin, kill a chaos Ellie. We will be coming back to this chunk later on to do more good things because there is a lot of content that is in that area. But for right now, that's all we're kind of setting out to do. Again, this was like 60 to 70 thieving, so that's kind of how I laid out the chunk. So let's roll 2 more. These are both basically completely useless. I do end up taking Etrana here. It's just way more useful than getting the Max Guild Island. I don't think that Etrana will necessarily unlock anything for us for right now because it's mostly just used for a quest area. Okay, I guess we can kill a Firebird. Looks like there might be like a task or 2, so. All right, and here we are. We have sailed to Etrana. That is a task. Just sailing here was in fact the task. Let's go find a bird to kill. There are a few useful things on this island. There is like a sand pit. So if you don't have like any other sources of sand, which I do, but if you didn't have a sand pit, there's that. It's also pretty close to a furnace. And of course monks. Monks are obviously pretty easy to train on. If you're low leveled, but why would you come here when the monastery exists, right? Up here we have some unicorns, chickens, you know, pretty useful stuff. There was an Iron Man series that I was watching that I think started on Etrana, but I don't remember which one it was. Anyway, there's a lot of cool folks out there that, you know, do Iron Man series and snowflake accounts like mine. Anyway, that is some plank spawns, could be useful, pick that up. And this is the Etrana Firebird. Last thing we need to do is run over here. Here, this is where you would be, you know, basically only be coming here to get little branches to make drainer staves or Dramin staves. We are here for these zombies. They have a different drop rate, a different drop table, and are also a different level. So we have killed our little one here. We do have some greater demons. Nobody kills these greater demons because you basically have to like bring a bunch of equipment to create range gear and range weaponry. I don't have the quest, so I'm not going to be cutting this tree. And then, of course, there's a magic door that will send you directly into the wilderness. But it also sends you to a part of the wilderness that I do not have unlocked, so I will not be going through that door. So with that, we can mark those things off of our list. We can technically mark that new area because that we are able to technically get there via the Etrana dungeon. So if we roll 2 more chunks here, we have east, we have the grain mill, and then of course we have Sears Village. Sears Village, OP, there's no shot I don't take this. I'm not going to debate myself a second time. There we go. Sears Village. This is agility. This is fletching. This is a lot of woodcutting stuff. A ton of quests. Look at all that. Look at all that. Obviously, we're going to have to parse this down a little bit, but that's Ellie Workshop 1. We're gonna have some stuff to do here. And, of course, 60 agility. We are going to get that. So here we are in Camelot, aka Sears Village. This is going to be a very, very nice place. We do have a house agent here, so this is housing unlocked as well. I think we have to buy a house and then also change the location to a place that we can go to. But yeah, that is our first housing agent that we have. Over here in the church, we do have a task to play the church organ. So that is a Kandarin task complete. This bartender in here actually sells some pretty unique things. So they will sell you stews, like plain stew, and I think they sell some other food stuff as well. Yeah, meat pies as well. So this could be like a pretty useful place to get really low-level food if you're an area locked account like mine. So we're probably we can use this at least to get some low-level food. So pretty useful. This is like I think the only bar that also sells useful food. I did cut this clip way too short, but we now can actually mine this coal, throw it in the coal cart, and bring back over to Sears, so this is actually a useful mine now. Here we are killing a earth elemental. This is all for Ellie Workshop. Alright, and that is Ellie Workshop completed. Useful crafting and smithing XP, ability to make elemental shields. Ellie shields are not useful basically at all outside of like skeletal wyverns, I think, but we're not going to be getting to those for a very long time. Here's also a fire elemental. Up here to the north, we have water elementals. And somehow I have a clip of me killing more rock golems, but not an air golem, or excuse me, an air elemental. But that is an easy task completed, so I guess we did get it. Now let's address construction. I am not getting 99 construction. Just not going to do it. That's not the goal of this account, is to not get 99s, when we have them available. So how I am going to be training construction for this video is by switching, like world hopping, and picking up planks. Once I have my planks built up, I can take a boat to Port Serum, run over to my actual house. While we're here, we may as well check the health on this dwellberry bush, get a little bit of farming XP. Okay, and now let's go into our house. We'll go into build mode. And we're just gonna start by building some nice simple chairs. This is really kind of the only thing that we're able to do. And I don't have a hammer and saw. A quick little look on the wiki here shows that there's only a couple ways to get saws. So we actually can't do construction because we do not have access to a saw, and a saw is a required item for construction. I'm not sure how I did not realize that this is locked behind saws. Don't know how I didn't figure that out sooner. Anyway, we should be able to finish up Merlin's crystal. So here we are grabbing a little bit of sap, and then let's run back into Camelot's castle itself. After a quick chat with Lancelot, we learn how to get over into Morgan Le Fay's keep. Now that we're on Morgan Le Fay's island, we do need to kill one of these renegade knights, and then of course we'll kill another bigger knight for the quest itself. And up here on the very top floor we have Sir Mordred. We are going to need to kill him, and then Morgan Le Fay will spawn and be like, no, don't kill him. She gives us a little to-do list of things to collect as well as Excalibur, so we're going to go ahead and run over, grab those things, and then come back. That bucket of wax is now getting turned into a black candle, which obviously, you know, you have to have black candles to do evil magic, you know, the vibes. And like the theme of this episode, I then realized that Excalibur is in the Lady of the Lake, which I do not have access to. So I guess we'll put this quest on hold and go run and do some agility. Here we are at the Wilderness Agility course. This is before the change. They updated the Wilderness Agility course to give like better XP, better loot, that kind of stuff. This is before then, so this is why we're not just instantly getting PK'd, which is pretty nice. So just have a full inventory of food, and this is going to be where we're going to be for a little while. Again, way better XP rate than the Gnome Stronghold course, obviously. We are just going to be doing Wilderness Agility until we get to level 60 so that we can do Seers. And that is 100 laps around the Agility course. And on 118 here, we hit 57 agility. And that right there is 58 agility after 155 laps. One quick death later to Daddy Elder, cringe name, but it's fine. I hope he enjoys his like 6 tuna that he probably got. Literally nothing, because this is before the change when you started getting real loot, but it's fine. That is 59 agility. We are 1 level away, we're ever so close. And almost at 200 agility laps here. And a quick skip up to 241 laps, that is 60 agility. So we can now do the Seers Village course, which also means that we can now also start working on Graceful. Time on the account right now is 19 days and 1 hour, so pretty good progress overall. Pretty enjoying that. Anyway, let's go try out our new agility course that we have. All right, here we go. So this agility course is pretty simple. Climb up this wall, and then jump across this roof. You can fail on this jump right here, and then on the tightrope right here. These are the 2 places that you can fail on this course. Once you get past these 2, you're pretty much good to go. There is like a clue stop here at that crate. Climb over here. It's all on the rooftops. We have Big Red Japan. I think that they are credited for like the idea of rooftops, I want to say. So they've been immortalized here. And that's it. You hop down next to these yew trees, and that is a Kandarin hard task. That's it. So with that, we can mark that off on our chunk list, and we have pretty much everything done now. So let's roll 2 more chunks, and we roll the other side of Itrana. Not very much to do there. And then we also get, oh, look at that, Port Prince Aurelius, which of course we access via the Port Serum docks. I'll go ahead and take the left side of Itrana here. No real useful unlocks here. I think there might be some steps of Enlightened Journey that we might be able to do. Yep, quite a few steps there, but not the whole thing. We do have a 30 firing requirement to start Enlightened Journey, but because we can't do the quest yet, we're not gonna do that. Plus, we already have 30 farming, I'm pretty sure at this point. All right, let's roll 2 more chunks. Okay, we have the east side of Barbarian Village, a very useful chunk, or a random chunk for Karumja. Let's go ahead and take Karumja. This does give us the like Joger area. We might be able to finish Type 1I Village. No, I think we're still missing 1 more chunk for that. I think we need chunk 16 for that. And here is where I finally learned that it does not matter where you get the seaweed from for Karumja as long as you pick it up. So we're just going to drop the seaweed, pick it right back up, and that's a task. It's silly. And here we are walking into our new chunk. We have some harpy bug swarms down here, which I think you need a special Slayer Lantern to kill. Inside this little pothole right here, we have jokers, and killing a joker down here is in fact a task. The ladder here, or in this case the handholds, are very hard to see and click on. I am Slayer locked currently, I believe, so I cannot kill harpy bug swarms. We'll mark that off, roll a new chunk. We got the top part of Sinclair Mansion. I'll go ahead and take that, working our way towards the Firmnik provinces. We can now do Murder Mystery, so let's go back to Seers Village and go ahead and do that quest real quick. Skipping to the end of the quest here, that is a pretty easy quest, like 1,000 coins. Pretty unremarkable quest. Rewards aren't great, it's fine. Mark that off our list, and let's go ahead and roll some more chunks. Oh my god, pest control. I mean, this is the easiest choice ever. Pest control for sure. Pest control is an incredibly good area. This will give us void. Void is insane. If you've played RuneScape basically at all, you know how good void is. We are going to have quite a bit to do here. So we're going to need to wear Void Knight equipment. We're going to need to get all of the Void equipment. Basically, that's it. We're going to get full Void for everything. All right, here we are on Void Island. We have done a little bit of pest control, enough points to get one of our first pieces. We are going to start out by getting the Void Robe bottoms because they are much better than our current legs. And we are getting actually coins from this as well. That's pretty useful. This is a strength level coming in while I'm, killing a spinner. Our XP rate here isn't great, but we're not quite leeching, but we sometimes do struggle to maintain full, activity. We did end up dying. It happens. Not a big deal. Just get back into the fray, keep killing stuff. That is 100k made. Bought some field rations, because I thought you could use them to heal the Void Knight. You can't do that. So that's Void rations are just so useless. I don't know why they exist. But anyway, pest control, going fun. I have to point this out. Look at this guy's stats. HP of 10, he has 10 HP, 99, look at the rest of these skills. 99 defense, 95 strength, 80 attack, 99 magic. That is a really impressive account. Very cool. All right, and with this purchase of the Void Knight melee helmet, that is full void. So let's go ahead and throw this bad boy on. Man, that feels good. So plus 15% accuracy, plus 10% damage. The stats are crazy. It's really, really good. Anyway, we are gonna keep doing this for a little bit. I do need to get the other helmets. We are using the intermediate boat. We are not strong enough to use the expert boat yet. More points acquired, and that is the Void Knight range helmet. This is going to be best in slot for probably until full black dragon hide levels of equipment. It's crazy how good Void is. We're gonna roll more chunks in the future, and it'll be oh, here's your new best in slot gear, and it's just gonna be worse than Void. I didn't notice this, but I don't think that Void magic is actually best in slot for some reason. I think I come back and pick it up later, but for right now, we'll just mark those off. And let's roll some more chunks. Okay, we have a place to the south, and we have a Frimnic area. We want to keep moving north. We have a little log crossing there, very useful. I don't think we'll get anything. We might have to kill a bear or something. Yeah, okay, we have a bunch of, oh no. We have a bunch of small animals to go kill. Oh, this feels bad. All right. We make it across the log without any problems. That's a good sign. We also grabbed our steel axe in a tinderbox. We do have to cut and burn an oak log in the Frimnic province. That is a fox killed. A baby unicorn, which looks almost exactly like an adult unicorn, except slightly grayer, but it's the same size. That is a easy task to burn oak logs. If we run up here, we do have some bunnies, which I surprisingly did not kill in a single shot. I missed. Hilarious. We also have a bear and a bear cub. I think we've already killed a bear, so we just have to kill its children, which, man, this account's kind of dark. I killed the bear cub off screen. It's fine. Okay, we've rolled some more chunks. We have wow, these are some weird rolls. We have the Fountain of Rune, which I don't actually know if we can even get to with that little nub, but let's go ahead and take the island here. This gets us closer to Birthorpe, technically closer to Birthorpe. It feels like it's closer to Birthorpe. So we'll go ahead and not mark that, because the only thing that we could actually access right there is just the other little edge of White Wolf Mountain. So I don't want to mark it, because if we did roll it, then our tasks would be go get some Cyclops defenders, but we can't access that. So let's go ahead and roll some more chunks. All right, looks like we roll Fort Piscarilius again, but more importantly, we roll the Ham Hideout. That is definitely what we're going to take, way more useful than a port. I don't know how much we'll be able to fully utilize the Ham Hideout without Lumbridge and without the associated quests, but yeah, we should still be able to get in there, kill a ham guard, do a couple tasks. By the way, you don't want to spam click pick lock trapdoor, you just want to click it once and then wait for your character to unlock it. Unlike a lot of like doors that you have to pick lock, those you should spam, but yeah, or maybe you shouldn't anymore, who knows. But yeah, just click it once, your character will attempt it until they succeed. All right, just coming down here is a task, and that is kill a ham guard. We do want to pickpocket one of these ham members. We do technically get upgrades from this. That is an iron pickaxe. Up until this point, we have only had access to bronze pickaxes, so that is new best in slot, baby. It feels very silly to say that, but that is, yeah, technically a best in slot item for us right now. Quickly to be upchanged to a steel pickaxe. So that is technically now our best in slot as well, but that is true best in slot for this area that we have. Until we unlock a place to buy up to rune pickaxes, steel is now our best. One other important thing that ham members drop is clue scrolls. So here in our bank we have a couple clues here. A lot of these that I just can't do, and I often forget about clue scrolls existing because I just don't think about them that much. So, but let's go ahead and try and see if we can do one of these clue scrolls. Now that we have a little bit more of the map unlocked, we might actually be able to achieve some of these. Here we are digging behind the wizard's tower. Thanks for the treasure. Wow, and that is casket after like 2 steps. Let's try this one out. This one we need to search these chests. Read the next one. That is the first, well, that's a drop. We can't get to Falador right now, so it's a bust. But we are like two tiles away from it, but it's not worth holding on to. Let's go ahead and open this beginner. I don't think we're gonna get anything very useful from beginner chests, but let's see what we get. Wow. Wow. Is that the lowest value possible thing that I could have gotten? 4 GP. This is why we don't do clue scrolls. This is why we don't do clue scrolls. They're so bad. Oh my god. That's an instant drop. That is awful. While we're in the area, we may as well check the health on this tree, do a little bit of farming. Basically, a lot of the farming on this account is very incidental farming, like, oh, I'm in the area, I should probably check that. Just wanted to point out that there is a lady up here who will return your lost items if you lose them. So I right now just have the Mage Arena keep, but yeah, I didn't know that this existed. So sometimes you'll lose an item and it's just like, where did it go? And it's being held by these people. One quick little intermittent tree run here, and that is 44 farming. We don't do a lot of farming runs very often, but when I do, when the feeling hits me, I gotta do it. So clear out that little dwellberry bush, replant it. Here we are in the South Falador farms, doing a little herb run here. Another clue scroll, another dropped clue scroll. But hey, it is what it is. They're easy clues. We got another one. That is for the lumberyard. We're not even that far away from the previous clue either, but that's also going to be a drop. We're not even close to the lumberyard. All right, our inventory is full of random junk. We are getting a fair number of opals and jades, which we can craft for some mid XP, but it's free XP. I'll take it. Anyway, we are long done with our tasks. Let's mark those off and roll some more chunks. Okay, we have Land's End and Barbarian Assault. We're taking Land's End for sure. Does this unlock Hunter? I think this might actually unlock Hunter, because I think there is a bird snare. Okay, it almost locks Hunter. Almost does. We just need like one more tile, and then we have Hunter unlocked. Here we are, sailing to Land's End. That is a task. There's a whole bunch of really weird, interesting, and useful spawns in this area, like this random crossbow for some reason. There is a lit candle in this room over here, so that's a light source for plebs like me. A couple fishing spots, including like anchovies and sharks randomly as well, so kind of useful. Anyway, for right now, let's mark those off and then roll 2 more chunks. It looks like we have a lot of wilderness. Wow, 2 wilderness options. Which one should I take? I don't want to take either of these, but gotta take one. We go ahead and take 36 here. This does unlock the Chaos Fanatic, which I don't think I'm really able to do right now, so I'm just gonna hold off on that. Got a couple more clues that we can try and do here. We got like 2 steps in, and then it's just on the edge. We're not able to get into that Falador area yet, so go ahead and drop that. I do at least need to get 1 kill. I'm not gonna do more than 1 kill of Chaos Fanatic. I'm gonna gear up with some whatever we have, with the best in slot gear that we have. So I brought a bunch of stew. That's our basically highest healing thing. It also saves us inventory space. I switched over to myth and rune arrows. We are going to get this one kill, even if it kills us. I'm not bringing the void out here. I do not want to lose my void, so we're not bringing truly best in slot, but this is the best that we can do. Y'all, I am so afraid of running into somebody, but it's not too much farther. We're almost there. Just got to make it past these stupid ice warriors. And then, assuming we don't see anybody... Okay, somebody's already fighting it. We got a world hop. Scary. Spooky. Spooky. Okay, it looks like this world might be empty. Alright, this world's empty. Alright, hope for the best. We'll throw on Protect from Magic, and let's see how this goes. Okay, well, we just took a little bit of special attack there, so every now and then he will throw out these little green barrages. When he throws those out, we have to run like 5 or 6 tiles away, and for the most part, the rest of his damage is avoidable as long as I have Protect from Magic on. We are so inaccurate, though. That's not good. Our ping is also not great here either. But as long as we're able to get one kill, that's all we need. So hopefully our prayer lasts that long. We are running out of arrows. We're gonna have to pick up our arrows. Yeah, we're not accurate enough. We're just not able to deal any damage. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I don't know. I don't know. We're just gonna have to backlog this, I guess. We are just not strong enough to do it right now, but a little unfortunate, but we will come back to that, I promise. Let's go ahead and roll some more chunks. Oh my goodness, the Grand Exchange. So I don't know how I'm going to trade on this account up until this point, and honestly, continuing on, I'm still going to play as an Iron Man, at least for right now, but we are not technically an Iron Man account, so we could, in theory, trade, but for right now, that doesn't unlock anything. I'm not going to treat this as a, like, oh, trade unlocked, but it's still a nice little central area to unlock. And then we roll another chunk and roll Edgeville, which is way, way better than the Grand Exchange for my account. This will give us all of the Edgeville dungeon. With the agility that we have, we'll also be able to access the Varrock dungeon as well. So huge, huge, huge unlocks right here. Look at all that. Look at all that stuff. This also gives us a Slayer Master. So that's also really cool. We're going to have a lot to do here. There's going to be so much to do here, but you know what? This episode is getting a little long. Let's go ahead and save that for the next episode. As we wrap up this episode, let's just go ahead and check in where we are. 11.3 mil in our bank value. Pretty good. And then stats-wise, we have played for 19 days, almost 20 days coming up. We're in, quadruple digit total levels and stuff. Feel pretty good about all that. So, all right. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.